Well, hello there, thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony. I'm here to take you through some historic area about halfway between Reedsburg and Wisconsin Dells. You know where that's at, right here in Wisconsin. Going through a couple museum pieces. You might just find some things that are interesting, like some of these old pieces of farm equipment. Yeah, those are really old. But well, let's see if I can find some stuff that's interesting. Maybe you'll find interesting too. So come on with us, because you just entered the Coolest Life Exploration Edition. So this area is called Log Town. So they got some log cabins there. They're refurbishing some of them. I don't think there's anybody actually living in them, but they're trying to set it up as a pioneer village of sorts. It's still under construction, and this actually was a school at one time. A single room school. That's got information on right there. You can read that if you'd like. Stop the video. Got a big open area there. They may be bringing some other buildings from around the town and putting them here just to try to get more of a village feel. Let's go inside. So they've got it really set up. County Farm School. There's our teacher. Hey, how are you? Oh, really neat. Got some items up on the wall. Definitely some older style chairs here, huh? Cool. Like the oil lamps up top. Great condition. Wow, everything's really neat. Just like it was back in, I guess this would be what, 1940, you think? Because I should have read the sign out front that would have told us. Here's an old church. There's some background on it there. 1873. I like these. I like the balls. That was nice. Yeah, I know her. Maybe Catholic church, huh? Good old pews. To believe some churches are still using pews today. Actually, many do. Some Masonic lodges have pews on them. Yeah, this must be, I'd say by the setting, it's either Catholic or Presbyterian. Episcopalian. Yeah. That's their style. I want to see where they got some pictures of some churches too. First Methodist Church. Guess it's Methodist, huh? Building St. Peter's Lutheran. So here's a room. Try to see a cabin. Check it out. They got some cables across the center part to keep the walls pulled in. Look with your eyes, not your hands. I like it. Little wash area there. Beds. Definitely one room in the loft. Cool. One here has got something unusual. I think that's a clothes washer. I swear I think because you can put them in and you rock them back and forth. You put your clothes in on top. So that's one of your clothes washers. And there's an old stove. It's not very tall either. It's like, I don't know, 2 feet tall, 2.5 feet tall. Very cool. Unlike that one. We saw some of these in, where was that place? Ford in Detroit. I had a whole bunch of these stoves. You can check out that other video. It was the Ford Museum for Innovation. It had they had 80 of these different colors, beautiful, just all done up and lots of brass on them. This other one's got a fold-up bed. I like it. Fold it right up inside of that big piece there. You've got a desk on the other side. Lots of old stuff in here. This is one of those organs that you pump with your feet, because of course they didn't have power then, so you pump them there, and that gives you your tone. It's like an old school bathtub. So although we can't go through this one here, it tells you about this cabin here. It was built in, it was donated in 1976, but it was built in the mid 1800s in a little town of Leland. So basically they had moved that cabin here after, of course, they gave it a good foundation, which probably looks like something like that one. So they're building a foundation there. They'll probably put another cabin someplace else. They want to show you the architecture of it because it's got these dovetail corners. Where those corners are built. Pretty neat. And this cabin here was a general store of sorts. Also had a post office. We got some old pictures. People wanted. Bill Withers. It's kind of neat. There's a little area like this at El Joe Bean. It's got one of these. There's a little bar called the Bean. That's actually what's called, the Bean, for Coffee Bean. They had one of these in there. Set up like a post office. Some old grinders. Measuring scales. Like the old wood though. And this one is an old iron shop. And there's not too old. But down here in the blacksmith shop, yeah. Your big bellows. Keep that fire going. Stand over there and pull up on the handle for the bellows. I've got some information. Kind of read it. Hey. So this building here is actually broken down into different cubbies. It's got its own flair of what it's about. And all the items there is a stamp. Woolen mill. Dentist office. I've actually sat in chairs like that before and spit in sinks like that before too. Not too long ago. Some of those people still got those things. Uh-oh. There's an exam room. There's a doctor's office. That's that old chair you see. Is it Roosevelt? Yeah. You spin a chair like that one there. You don't see them with those extra foot pedals that do, those leg supports that do that. There's that old school telephone that they show on Mayberry. Cool. Cameras. Lots of old cameras. I want to show you something they have in here. This is from 1903. It's called a zero turn. Okay, so maybe it's not from 1903. It's funny though, huh? Yeah, using this as a place to park their stuff in for the yard work. Guess they come out that back door. Lots of old typewriters. Calculating machines. Cool. Zero turn. It's like a Husqvarna. Lots of old spinning wheels. Got a lot of stuff in here. I like the fact that you could go into a place like this, and of course they say, you know, don't touch them or anything like that. How about that? I've never seen this large of a collection of boot pullers. That's those ones you put your heel of your boot in there so you can take your cowboy boots off or your work boots. I've never seen this many in one place. Normally you see 3 or 4, but that's a lot. Someone started collecting those, obviously. Lots of stuff. Pretty neat. Whittler items. A cool display here of a guy that had basically a circus act, if you will. He had 5 riding dogs that was selling his motorcycle with him as he rode. He did parades and all kinds of stuff. This has got some buggies in here too. Cool. Thomas Claridge. It's amazing if you get some of these and you actually keep them in your family like this gentleman here did. His last name, he just kept him in his family all these years. Old bicycles. They haven't changed much over the years, have they? Covered wagon. They got a lot of lumber in here that they use for fixing the houses that they have. You know, they also got the dovetail cut in the end pieces. those houses together without any nails. Hose wagon, stored by Reedsburg Fire Department. Nice. This big piece here is from 1947. I guess this is for wheat. I don't think it's cotton, but there ain't no telling. I really don't know. Do some research on that one. Obviously, pulling behind some horses. Corn, cotton, I don't know. They're old though, that's for sure. Turn of the century. Turn of last century.